I'm Thembisa Waetjen, and I am in the History Department at the University of Johannesburg.
I'm Goolam Vahed, and I'm in the History Department at the University of KwaZulu-Natal.
And we're here at STIAS on a collaborative project. We're looking at the fortunes and the experiences of a single Muslim merchant family that lived between Durban in South Africa and Porbandar in Western India around the time of the turn of the 20th century. And our interest in this family is really two things. We're interested in tracing what does it mean to begin to look at migration experience without assuming a unidirectional movement and settlement. These are traders who lived between two different small port towns, and they bring their experience back and forth across the ocean. Very parochial experiences, but at the same time, they're acting as political and historical agents in ways that those small experiences begin to have reverberation through their translational agency across the ocean. We're finding that this leads us to our second interest, that it begins to change the story about the origins of anti-imperial and religious political modernities at this time, that we're beginning to open up as empire began to give way to calls for self-rule and nationalism.
Yeah, we've spent time doing our research at the Natal Archives in Pietermaritzburg. We visited Porbandar itself, which was one of the site of research, and we saw the school that's been built there, and we found a lot of useful documentation there. And we also visited the British Library. So we have all of this material, but because of our location, one in Durban, one in Johannesburg, we have not had an opportunity to sit and think this through and work together. So I think this experience here gives us an opportunity to focus on the themes that we are covering. So some of the issues or the chapters that we will look at include one called Mosques and Wars, which looks around the contestation over religious practices and the building of mosques. We have one called Street Sounds, which is the daily life and festivals of people. We have a chapter on the household, and particularly we're interested in the place and role of women at this particular time. And there was extensive litigation which took place in different sites under plural laws as well, so the way they maneuvered around those. And then I think one of the most interesting chapters will be on education, the way in which people living in Natal ran a school and which they continue to run to the present day. And I think in our conclusion we want to tie up on how this changes our thinking about the civic engagement, imperial engagement at that particular moment in time.